What's going on, YouTube? Got a knife here that I want to showcase for you. I guess kind of a review, but um, really it's not one that most people are going to be able to get due to just the availability. This knife maker, I believe, has since passed away from what I learned about him when I was talking to the guy that sold this knife to me. But this is a Bill Scarbury or William Scarbury out of Marengo, Ohio. He was a knife maker. I think that he passed away a couple years ago. Not exactly sure when, but he used to do custom knife shows out in Ohio with, say, the likes of Hinder and other Ohio knife guys. Just here's a really quick size comparison. I mean, this is going to be a formal carry for me. There's no pocket clip on this knife, so it'd be one that I would, throw into, say, a CRK leather sheath and kind of just drop into my pocket. Very beautiful lines on this knife. So real quick size comparison to the Southern flipper from Spyderco. And then here is the Lucas Burnley custom Quaken. Of course, the large 21 from CRK. And the Julius Shoup SF2 Hyperion. On this knife, you've got titanium, jeweled anodized titanium bolsters. I love jeweling patterns. Normally you see the jeweling on the internals, of the titanium, but this one's got it on the outside, which I think is a really sharp look. Very attractive, just the way it shimmers in the light. So it's one thing to be on the internal side of the frame. It's kind of like a inconspicuous type look, but this one obviously is very much for show. And then you've got the carbon fiber pattern as well that contrasts with the jeweling, and then Damascus steel. Not sure what the makeup of this Damascus is. Again, due to the fact that this was from years ago. Yeah, you can kind of see that the Damascus, the etching has maybe kind of faded a little bit on here, but it definitely takes a keen edge. I've sharpened this one up because it was dull when I received it. But yeah, it cuts great. Damascus works just fine as a EDC user and whatnot. And on the internals, you got a stop pin. This is probably before they started using the internal stop pins, or long before. And then you've got a titanium backspacer. I believe it's titanium. Could be stainless steel. I'm not positive here on this one. And then you've got anodized titanium liners. This is obviously a liner lock. Lockup on this is rock solid, no up and down. You can force side to side, but that's, I think, due to the screw on the inside. You have to take the bolsters off in order to access the screw for the pivot, which is kind of a pain, but I can understand. For an ornamental knife, you like to have as clean of lines as possible on here. And then it's got these conical thumb studs, dual thumb studs, but the action on here is very smooth, so very easy to flip out right there. The detent on this knife is not the strongest, that's for sure. So you can kind of just see it just kind of sets in right there. So no real click or anything like that. But again, lockup is very solid. Reverse grip is very comfortable. It's a very ergonomic knife, just with these very gentle curves on the handle, and it's got this long tail at the end as well for the handle. So as a formal carry EDC user, definitely a very handsome looking knife. Yeah. So again, compared to these other knives here, this is a 3.3 inch blade. So compared to the 3.625 or 3.4 on the Shoup, and 3.5 or 3.4 on the Southern, I can't remember on this one, 3.5 on the Quaken. So yeah, so that's kind of how it measures up against these other knives. Alright, so Again, this is really just a showcase, not really a review, because it's probably not a knife that you guys could get on the secondary market. Very rare, just due to I don't know how many knives he actually put out there. If you look him up online, I think the only real knife that comes up is two custom ones that he made out of, that he twisted and made out of railroad ties. Kind of strange, but cool nonetheless. Kind of made for an interesting handle. But anyway, so wanted to do a quick little video on this Bill Scarbury. No name to this knife, but just a beautiful custom with these jewel liners, carbon fiber, and Damascus. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. You guys take care. I'll see you guys on the next vid. Bye.